Good morning, everyone. I've got various subscribers asking me to do videos about kind of life in France a bit more. So this is the very edge of my garden. You can see our strange kind of fence posts and things, and our tree that's fallen down. And I'm literally going to cross into this field and show you what I'm about to do this morning. This is the yurt from a different angle. And these three trees here are 2 apple and 1 plum. And behind there is the funny little kitchen area, and then back here is our little section of woods that goes down to the road. And this lady over here is our nearest neighbour. Nine o'clock bells. And that's our beautiful pont à parasol. And you can just about see the house there. You see, I've got something in my hand here. I'm actually going down the hill here. Just at the bottom of these trees there's a little source of water. And I've basically got my grounding stone and some other semi-precious stone in here, which I'm going to revitalise with some very clear spring water. Nearly there. Now I've just got to find where it is exactly. It's quite small. And you can see there's something different going on here, because this is just kind of normal grass and leaves, and then these are different kind of plants that grow in very moist areas. I found this stone, which is what I'd used before to hold everything in place with the running water, but I can't believe it, it's gone. So there's some really heavy tracks here in the ground, and I think that this part of the ground's been so disturbed that it's basically, I don't know, somehow gone away. It's disappeared. It's still kind of squidgy underfoot, but the kind of running mini fountain of raised, like the water coming out of the ground, has gone. So I'm going to have to do something a bit more drastic and go down to the river. Okay, so I'll take you there. So the river snakes all the way along here, and there's the church, and then I'm going over here. So there's an easy access point to get to the water. So a lovely lady who was at a market stand next to me where my stand was selling these semi-precious stones. And so I was like, okay, well, I've never really had a semi-precious stone. What do I do with it? How do I look after it? And she said, okay, well, if you're using it every single day, then you need to, once a week, revitalise it with source water. You can't use water from the tap. It doesn't work. It's got too many nasties in it. If you're using it maybe 2 times a week or a tiny bit more, then you do this once a month, what I'm doing. So mine needs a revitalise. I think I might use my stone today on the drive to Mastazil, because it's about an hour to get there, and it's nice just to have my stone with me and keep me grounded while I'm flying along in an insulated car. So getting closer now. So I asked how she did it, how she revitalised all her stones, because she's got so many, and she's got this huge sieve type thing that she puts in the river, and then she does them all at once. But I was thinking, okay, well, yeah, I do have a kind of sieve that I could use, but I'd be scared that with the running water, oh, that's horrible. Is that an animal that's been at the bin? She said, yeah, I don't want to lose my stones in the current, so that's why I've got this kind of fabric scarf, and then I'm going to weigh it down with a heavy stone, and that should work. So this is the curve in the river, and about 3 days ago it was the start of fishing, so everyone's out at the moment with the start of the year with that. And all these bamboos that I love. In the summer we cross the stream here and we play in the bamboo. The river's definitely higher than summertime, but not as high as with the intense rains we've had recently. It's calmed down a bit. That's interesting. That's never happened before since I've been in this stream. A long time ago, people built a kind of wall of really huge, heavy stones here, so that this part, this section, was calm. And with all the flooding, it's all been washed away. It's all gone. Hello, blue glass. So here we go, preparing to go into the water. My first tie, my second lot of opposing tying. So let's get a big stone. You can see by the way the water's moving up ahead that it's really ripply and running quite fast up here, and it's much calmer here. So I've come round the corner to the calm part. That should do it. They're totally submerged. And I'll find them again at the end. They're not going to drift away. So I'm going to leave it there all morning, and just after lunch I'll come and collect it before I've got to drive off. And I do want to say it actually does make a difference. In the past when I've done it I'm like, no really, this can't be doing much. But then I use it again and it feels like it's kind of got more energy and life and more vital. So yeah, it kind of gives it a boost. And so I'm looking forward to using it again today and seeing the change, the difference. Time to walk back home. I think a farmer has lost his chicken wire. Oops. So that's one of the many things that I get up to in my French life here, in a very quiet, peaceful, lovely environment. I wanted to say that I had a quick chat with my husband this morning, because some of you guys want to have a tour of my house now that it's changed, and he's not comfortable with that, so I'm afraid you're not going to get that one. Sorry. And yes, you can walk on the road for miles here. There's so few cars. One of the beauties of France.